Hello there, welcome to Yoga with Anja and welcome to Yoga During Pregnancy with me here on YouTube. Thank you so much for trusting me and for sharing this very special time of your life practicing yoga with me here. I hope that it will feel all nourishing for you and bump as we go through this practice today. Remember that even more so than ever before, listen to your own body. We all have such different bodies, such different ways of how we are going through pregnancies, of what we experience throughout pregnancy. So yeah, listen to what feels right for you, and anything you don't want to practice, just let that be for today. I'm 37 weeks pregnant, and I just always mention this to give you a little reference of how far along I am, how far along you are, but this doesn't mean that you have to be exactly that week. Again, it's just a reference, and I really believe that the practices I've shared with you here on this channel are beneficial for all 3 trimesters. I look really forward to step with you onto the mat, and I will see you in just a moment. So welcome. We start our practice in a nice comfortable seat, and I really suggest throughout pregnancy that you're using something underneath your hips. That could be a yoga bolster, it could be a pillow, or just any of the yoga blocks you have available. So come to sit down and just gently move the fleshy part away from underneath your sit bones so you feel rooted and your pelvis is already tilting forward. Palms are facing down onto the thighs as a gesture of going inward, a gesture of arriving. And then just take a moment to really lift the shoulders up to the ears. And as you do that, lengthen the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a slow exhale through the mouth. Let the shoulders drop down and all the way away from the ears. Very nice. So we're going to do that twice more. Inhale. Full breath in, lift, 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 lift the chest, lift the gaze, and then roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale through the mouth. Very good. So once more, inhale. And an out breath. And then feel that already now a bit of weight has dropped from the shoulders. They're nice and soft. And then allow your eyes to gently close down. And as you do that, if for any reason you start to feel dizzy or today eyes closed just don't suit your practice, then open your eyes and look towards the floor in front of you. And try to not look around so your gaze is narrowed towards one single focus. And as you come into your first asana, into your seated posture here of this practice today, take a moment to scan your awareness through the entire body, starting at the head. Move your awareness all the way down through the facial muscles, the shoulders, your arms, the torso, the back, hips, legs, all the way down into your feet. And just notice how this body of yours feels today. How are you feeling as you arrive in your practice? And also sometimes when we feel that we are thinking a lot or get a bit caught up in our mind, it is so nice to just get this body awareness back. Because again, the mind can sometimes occupy and take over our life, so we don't fully feel the body. And especially right now, it's so important to listen to it. So take a moment to let the awareness drop from the mind back into the body now. And let your body soften and relax a little bit more. Soften the area of your forehead, the space of your eyebrows and around your eyes. Let all these tiny muscles relax. Notice if your cheekbones are lifting toward your eyes, let them drop. Let your cheeks soften and therefore the jaw relax. Move your teeth lightly apart from one another so you can really feel those strong jaw muscles letting go. You're not gripping, you're not holding. And then bring the awareness to the tops of your shoulders. Notice what is going on there. See how they feel. Maybe one shoulder feels a bit more lifted than the other. Maybe they feel super relaxed. Just allow a gentle wave of softness to wash over them. Feel how they're getting heavier, elbows heavier, palms on the thighs relax. And then bring your awareness to your heart, the chest. Notice what is going on there, many emotions you might experience or different emotions you might experience. Just sense that, and then also allow your chest to soften, the heart to soften and relax. And then I would like you to move both palms onto your belly, onto your bump. It could be that your bump is very visible now, or it could be that you can't see it yet and it's just there for you to feel, to experience. So just allow your hands and the warmth of your palms to be there with baby. Notice if by doing that you already start to lift the shoulders again or engage the jaw. Just let the hands soften toward your bump, as if you're making that gentle connection with a beautiful miracle that is growing underneath your palms. Notice any sensations. You might feel your baby moving, maybe not yet. Just see how bump feels today, how it feels right now. Take a moment in gratitude for that you're able to practice your yoga class today. Very nice, and now we're going to start with our breathing practice. So move your right hand just underneath your belly button, if you still roughly know where it is, just on your bump, anywhere in your bump. Left hand onto the heart. And again, feeling the hands just gently connecting to your body. Feeling that breath moving in and out through the nostrils. And then let's start to find a longer, calmer breath together. So take a deep in-breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit nice and tall. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften and release. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Body is rising, and then soften belly and heart for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale, sit tall for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest and belly are rising. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let go. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take 2 more rounds where you inhale for 4, you exhale for 8. And just try to keep a beautiful, tall seated posture. Feel proud of bump expanding. Keep the chin slightly away from the chest so your airways are open. Very, very nice, beautiful work. And then after your last out breath for 8, just return to a very natural breath, a deeper and slower now, inhaling and exhaling for 1. And then bring your hands back down onto your legs, this time with your palms facing up. And just visualize that anything you need, anything baby needs from this practice today, that you will receive that. Gently bow your head down to your heart. Feel that gentle stretch across the tops of your shoulders, maybe even down your spine. And then open your eyes, look down towards your bum, down towards your hands, ready for your yoga practice. Very, very good. And then lift your head back to center and let's start to connect movement and breath now. So as you inhale, reach your arms around the body, really open your palms wide, take a deep breath, palms meet in prayer, look up, and as you exhale, draw your hands down through the heart center and again bow your head down toward your belly. 2 more, inhale to stretch and lengthen, feel the side body lifting, feel your arms nice and long. And as you breathe out, draw your hands slowly down and exhale for the whole amount of time until you release again. Very good. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms are meeting. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring your thumbs towards your sternum. Press your palms towards one another. Really open your fingers nice and wide. And notice if that allows you to feel a stretch in your forearms. Take a couple of breaths here. And look down towards your fingers. Very, very nice. And then bring your head back, interlock your fingers. Push your palms forward and away from the body. And then all the way back up towards the ceiling again. Make sure your shoulders stay dropped. And then we start to move the body from side to side. So start to find a wiggle, some movement that feels really nice for you here. It doesn't have to look a certain way. Just try to think of stretching both sides of your body as you do that. Press through the heel of your hands as if you want to move the palms up towards the ceiling. And change where you're looking at. So your neck gets a little bit of movement here as well. Beautiful work. And then pause as you come back to center. Take an in-breath to stretch, shoulders stay down, and out-breath to go all the way over to the left side. As you go to the left, press more through the heel of your right hand. And then let's inhale back through center, exhale to the right. This time left palm is pressing up more. Stay heavy and relaxed through the hips. And now let's bring that more into a side stretch. So as you come back to center, let go of the hold. Bring your left hand or fingertips down and then breathe out to move the body into your side stretch. And really enjoy that first opening for your right side body here. And imagine you're breathing actively into the right area of your ribs. Take another inhale to lengthen. Another out breath to maybe bow the body a bit more into a side stretch. Very good. And then let's come back through center. Right hand down, left arm up and overhead. The same idea here. You're heavy in the hips, but you're reaching into your fingertips. Look into any directions, into any direction that feels nice for your neck. Take another in-breath, lengthen even more. On the out-breath, notice if you can go a little bit further, you don't have to. And then let's start to move with the breath, twice more. Inhale, wheel your arms through center, exhale, side stretch. And just find a flow that suits your breath. You don't have to look at my rhythm, it's your breathing. One more round, inhaling. Exhaling to stretch. Very, very nice. And then from here, come back to center. Release your hands down and then really reach your fingertips towards the earth. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder and then start to lift the right arm away from the body. And get a feel for where you notice a deeper sensation. So the further you lift your arm, up or down, could give you a complete different sensation in your neck, your arm. So have a look at that, where you want to have your palm. And then take your left hand and just very, very lightly place it on the side of your head. On the in-breath, gently press your head into your hand. And on the out-breath, with a little bit of weight, not too much, move your head into a side stretch. Close your eyes again. Inhale through the nose. Out breath through the mouth, letting go. Very, very nice. And then for the other side, release your hand. Lift the head back to center. Relax this right arm more. And then as you drop the right ear to the right shoulder, start to lengthen out of your left fingertips. And again, get a feel for this arm first, where you want to have it. How far forward, how far back. Hopefully you feel that sensation across the neck and even into your arm. And then take this side, the hand onto the side of your head. As you inhale, lift. As you exhale, just with a little bit of weight, let the head rest over to that shoulder. Close your eyes down. Feel your shoulders relaxing. And really visualize that neck relaxing with every out breath. Letting go of a bit of tension or just that stretching sensation you're feeling. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful work, very, very nice. And then slowly release your hand, come back to center, and then take a few nice big shoulder rolls. And while you do that, notice if you can move through the whole range of your shoulders, so really nice, big, but slow movements. Inhale and exhale deeply. Very nice, one last round. Beautiful work. And then let's slowly move into child's pose. So take the bolster away. I'm going to use it later on again. And then come into Malasana with your big toes together. Widen your knees as far apart as it feels good for your hips to stretch. And now as you take your arms forward, again, depending on the size of your bump, you might feel that it's a bit limited now, or you might still let the forehead soften towards the earth. So option to have your head lifted or forehead on the ground. Try to let the hips sink towards the heels heavily. And if you would like to, you can even place the bolster or the cushion now between your heels and your buttock to just really let the hips relax down. Notice the position of your head and try to keep your head as much in line with your spine as you can. So you're not, if your head is lifted especially, you're not rounding too much, you're not hyperextending here. And as you start to find your breath here in child's pose, Malasana, imagine you're breathing into your back body now, into your lower back, your middle back. Filling these lungs with new fresh air, new prana. And then very slowly, stay where you are, but start to sway the hips side to side. Finding a gentle rocking sensation. And then start to move that sway further up into the side body, into the shoulders. And then let the head move with that sway as well. So it's a very natural movement. You don't even have to think about it. And just stretch one hand forward a little bit more, then the other one. Really breathing into Malasana, into child's pose. Very nice. And then come to a moment of stillness and just let the body relax and soften as much as you can. Allow yourself to feel grounded, to feel in this very present moment without having to be anywhere else or having to do anything else. You're just here with baby in your yoga practice. Very, very nice. And now let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Start to lift your head, out breath through the mouth. And then walk your hands in towards you and come all the way up into tabletop, moving onto hands and knees. Place your palms underneath your shoulders with your fingers spread wide, your knees underneath your hips, and untuck your toes. so you can press all 10 fingers and your big toes very lightly down towards the earth. Now for cat and cow, lengthen your back first so you just feel like you're in a natural position, and then let your bump soften, so don't lift your bump up. And to start moving now, very softly, drop your belly, lift your chest and your gaze. Make sure you don't feel anything in the belly, it just feels comfortable, you don't have to go too far. And as you breathe out for cat pose, round your back, really push the upper back towards the ceiling, round through the shoulder blades. And then let's start to move 4 more rounds with a breath. So find your own inhale and exhale. Inhale to arch the back, cow pose. Exhale to round into a cat back. And if you can, close your eyes again so you're really intuitively moving through the body. Notice if your body is rocking back, sometimes that happens. Try to keep the weight slightly forward over the wrists. And just one more round. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful work, very, very nice. And then slowly come back into a neutral position and start to make circles with your hips. So going one way first, starting that rounding, that doesn't make sense. Starting that circle at your hips, these rounds I could say. Take your hands a little bit further forward now, and then start to make that circle bigger and bigger, and really again relax your belly. Start to move through the side body, the shoulder, the head, the neck. And it's not about how big this movement is, it's about you closing your eyes, going inward, and noticing what feels right in this very moment for you and baby. Like before, just gently press your fingers, your big toes down, and feel the breath moving through the entire body as you breathe in, as you breathe out. And then slowly let these circles come to a closure, so make it smaller and smaller, so it's more isolated in the hips again. And then come to a moment where you're just pausing. Maybe you have your eyes already closed, or you close your eyes for the second round now. And then start to move in the opposite direction. Again, starting at the hips first with a super soft belly. Then start to bring that circle more into the torso, the rib cage, the shoulders, the head. Find your own movement with your breath. Very nice. Let's take a couple more rounds here. Beautiful work. And then again, start to make the circles smaller and smaller. And slower as well. And then at some point, you're just coming to that natural pause. You might still feel that movement very lightly as energy is moving through the body now. And then curl your toes under, hips, feet are hip width apart, knees as well, or even a little bit further if you would like a bit more space. And then bring your elbows to where your hands were, so roughly underneath the shoulders. You might walk them further forward in a moment, but what I would like you to do is to keep the hips over the knees, and then for puppy's pose, let your forehead soften down towards the ground. Gently press your forearms and your pinky fingers down as your hands are interlocked, and feel how your shoulders are moving away from the ears. And then from there, you really notice your back lengthening. You notice your sit bones reaching back and up towards the ceiling. And you're breathing deep, deep down into the belly. You're allowing your back to find length again. And also it's a bit of a strengthener for the arms here. If you would like to sway your hips slightly left and right, gently rocking your baby. Very, very nice. And now let's take that into downward facing dog. If down dog is okay for you, otherwise you might practice cat and cow or child's pose again. So come onto your hands, curl your toes under, and then start to lift your hips all the way back and up into your first downward facing dog for today's practice. Feet are mat width apart. Bend your left knee to your chest, extend the right leg more. Now with the opposite leg, bend that leg. Left heel is moving down. And then just for a moment again, press all 10 fingers down, lift the hips, keep a little bend through the knees. Very, very nice. And then soften your knees back. Now from here, step your right foot all the way forward towards the top of your mat and start to move that foot past your mat, so further towards the right side, making sure that you feel nice and safe on your carpet or on the floor. But I would like you to get a really wide stance in your low lunge today. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot, or you can even rest them on your yoga boss or on a pillow, depending on how it feels. And then start to move your body here forwards and back. So find movement through the hips. You can also stretch your hips back, lengthen that right leg to get a bit into the hamstrings. So again, really intuitively listening to which direction the body is taking you here. Your left foot is untucked and your chest is reaching forwards. And then come to a moment of stillness. Really lengthen your heart forward and just very gently press the right upper arm towards your leg. So you're moving the hips even into a more open position here. Feel your feet grounding down, but you're not pushing towards the earth so much at the moment. Very, very nice. And then for the other side, slowly come out of your lunge. Step that right foot back. Left foot to the outside edge of your mat. Wiggle the foot even past the mat, further out, and bring both of your hands or fingertips towards the inside. Have a look that your right foot is in line with the right knee, and then again start to move through the hips. You can rock the body forwards and back as well. Just really finding any release that feels nourishing here. You could always extend that left leg for a moment, feeling the hamstrings. And keep lengthening through the back. Look forward, heart is open, chest is open. Beautiful work, and then come to a moment of stillness. Try to keep the feet grounded, relax into your hips, breathe into your hips. Very, very nice. And now we're going to slowly move back into downward facing dog. So swing that left leg back, bring both hands onto the ground, and then once more lift up, feet mat width apart. Have a little bit of a wiggle here, or walk through the legs, one and then the other foot. Very, very good. And then bring your knees back towards the earth, curl your toes under. And then lift your upper body, so you're coming into a kneeling stance. Just going to turn so you can see it a little bit better. But extend your left leg out to the side like warrior two legs, where your foot is grounding, especially through the outer edge, and your hip is exactly over that right leg. Bring your left hand down, and then with your right arm start to draw nice big circles around your body here. Keep a bit of a bend through that left knee. And just really enjoy moving here, breathing through these circles. And now bring your hand onto the shoulder. Continue with these circles, but now with the elbow. And if it feels good, follow your elbow with your gaze. Very, very nice. And then slowly, slowly release. Bring your body back to center and take this same arm, grab the opposite shoulder, left hand holds onto the elbow, let the head drop back, Feel your shoulders relaxing down. And then take another in-breath here to lift. And an out-breath to go over to the same side again. A light side body stretch. Look toward your right armpit, the right side of your mat. Very nice. And then for gate pose, as you come back to center, release your arms. Right arm down and left arm up and overhead. Lightly push the hips forward. Feel long in the side body. Lift the heart. Take one more in-breath, another out-breath. Very, very good. And then to change the side, lift yourself back through center. Bring that left knee underneath your hip. Right leg out to the side. And again, ground through the outer edge of the foot. Lift through the back. Right hand down. And then with the left arm, start to draw nice big circles all the way around your body. If it feels good, follow your hand with your gaze. Beautiful work. And then again, start to take your hand onto the shoulder, draw circles with your elbow. Very, very nice. And then from here, release. Come back to center, take this same arm up, lengthen it. Bring your hand towards the right shoulder blade. Then with your right hand, grab the left elbow. And then let the head relax back. Take an in-breath to lengthen. And an out-breath for your side stretch. Send your gaze over towards the left side of your mat, left armpit. Stay grounded through the feet. Very good. And then for gate pose, release your left hand down. Extend your right arm all the way up and overhead. Nice deep breath in and out here. Very, very good. And then slowly lift the body back through to center. We're going to come into Malasana, our yogi squat. So this is where I suggest you take your bolster or your pillow or blocks so you can sink your hips down onto the support. Heels in, toes are out. And then from here, bring your elbows to the inside of your thighs. Bring your palms into prayer. Draw your thumbs towards your sternum. And just feel again that your sit bones are rooting. You're lengthening through the chest. The crown of your head is lifting up. And then close your eyes. Allow yourself to fully focus on the breath. And those hips softening. So send every breath down into the area of your pelvis. Down into your hips. And just very, very lightly press your arms out so your hips can open a little bit further. Then drop your left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale, head back through center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. And bring your head back, tuck your chin to your chest. Very, very nice. And then open your eyes again, look back to center. Bring your left hand down and your right arm up into a gentle twist. For the other side, right arm is extending down, left arm up. Very, very nice, beautiful work. And then with both arms, just open your legs. Take a moment to open the chest. Very, very good. And then from here, slowly, slowly release. We're going to come down for our last posture of this practice before Savasana into a wide-legged seated posture, Dragonfly. You can have something underneath your knees or just bend your knees if that feels more comfortable. As you extend your legs, flex the toes towards you and sit really nice and tall. Then take your hands onto your legs and start to sway the body side to side. And while you do that, feel how your legs are evenly grounding down. And every time your body is moving into a slight different direction, you might notice a sensation in your back. You might notice it feels nice for the legs to stretch a bit more. Keep your jaw relaxed, your neck soft. Very nice. Do that for a couple more breaths. Beautiful work. And now what we're going to do, left hand stays on the leg. Move your right arm all the way forward and up. Open your chest. And then you're going to lean forward, swing your body through center, and then come up on the other side. Inhale to open. Exhaling down. And just the same idea here. It's your breath, your movement. So start to move through that flow in a tempo that feels nice for you. One more on each side. Very, very good. And then for a gentle forward fold, bring your hands out in front of you. Stay on the palms or fingertips. And then allow your body to soften forward. Just make sure you keep the space for bump. Now you can relax your feet. Start breathing into your back again. And with every out breath, notice the muscles softening, releasing. With every in-breath, your spine is growing a little bit longer. You might be able to take your hands slightly further forward. Very, very nice. And then walk your palms in towards you. Take your hands underneath your legs. And then for your final resting pose, Savasana, grab one bolster or pillow for your head. Grab your other one for your knees. So when you come and lie down in your pregnancy Savasana on your left side, you have something to support your head on. You have something between the knees, so your knees are in line with your hips and have that support. And I'm going to talk you through it sitting up, but you can get nice and comfortable in your Savasana now. So take your time to move into it. Feel nice and long through the back. Shoulders stay away from the ears. And once you feel that you're in your comfortable position, then allow your eyes to soften. Your gaze to move inward now. And for your body and yourself to know now it's time to let go and to completely release. Let's take one more cleansing breath together. A deep inhale through the nose. And then whatever steam is still there with you, or attention or something else you need to release, let it go on the out breath. And after this nice cleansing sensation, return with your mouth gently sealed to a natural inhale and exhale. You don't even have to steer it, it's naturally happening for you. And then I would like you to start feeling nice and heavy through the left side body. Bring your awareness all the way towards your feet. Let the soles of your feet relax. Your ankles feel heavy. Relax your shins and your calves. Let your knees soften, the back of your knees relax. Bring your awareness to your upper thighs. Let your thighs, front and back, completely soften. Let them feel heavy and relaxed. Bring your awareness to your hips. Feel the left hip softening toward your yoga mat. Right hip softening down towards the earth as well. You relax your glutes. And then you start to find your awareness traveling further up towards the lower back, towards your bump. Let that area completely soften. Then notice the mid-back relaxing. And then your upper back, shoulders softening away from the ears. Elbows, upper arms are heavy. Your forearms, the wrists are relaxed. And your palms with each and every finger are soft and relaxed. Notice your neck muscles, let them relax. And let your head feel super, super heavy. Let it soften down towards your pillow, towards the earth. Relax every tiny muscle in your face. And let your chest, your heart soften as well. And for a moment, just notice your whole body again, like you did in the beginning. And maybe checking in with yourself and how it feels now in comparison to when you started your practice. And with every moment that is passing, let your body relax deeper and deeper into your final Savasana, your relaxation for today. And I would like you to stay here for as long as it feels good. But if you wish to start moving again, you could just stay and then the video will turn off. Or you might slowly start to move your body again. Gently stretching, maybe the right arm above the head, right leg can extend long. And just deepening the breath, bringing awareness back to the whole physical body. And then once you feel ready, slowly lift yourself up into a comfortable seat. Join me with your hands in prayer at your heart. Gently bow your head down. And just take a moment to feel grateful for whatever you wish to be grateful for right now. Once more, bring your hands to your belly, gently connecting to baby. And a moment to bow head to heart in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for your trust. I hope this video served you well. All the best with your pregnancy. From my heart to yours. Namaste.